Welcome to guide for the first boss in Warhammer Chaosbane called the Great Unclean One. This fight is not problematic in first two phases, but in third phase it becomes quite a problem. Let's talk about the first phase for now. In first phase, the only thing that you need to do is avoid that shockwave long-range strike that comes after getting targeted by that ray or laser or whatever that thing is. That laser tracks you, so stay still, and when it gets to your position, dodge out of the way. Second attack that boss does is some kind of vomit that is poisonous and will destroy you quickly if you stand in it. Only way to be safe from that vomit is to get behind any of the structures. There are 3 structures in total at the beginning of the battle. At least one structure needs to be up through all 3 stages, because that poisonous vomit will kill you otherwise. These structures are being damaged by that shockwave attack that comes after you being targeted. To make sure that at least one structure is left standing throughout all 3 stages is to move out of the cover whenever boss is done vomiting, because after vomiting that shockwave attack usually follows, and that would destroy the structure. I think every structure can take 2 hits and then it's done. Then it collapses permanently. Second stage is all the things from first stage, but with couple things added. Occasionally boss sends his small adds to attack you. When that is happening, he is surrounded by protective barrier, so that means you can't damage him. But this time, unlike in first phase, he will do a nasty melee attack after protective barrier goes down. So stay away from the boss. Next to that, there are also some patches on the ground that appear over time that do nasty damage if not avoided. Thankfully they do not explode instantly, but they are active for a couple of seconds and then they explode. Avoid these at all costs. Other than that, go behind the structure when boss is vomiting and make sure that one structure is left standing when going into third phase. Now the notorious third phase. Everything that you've encountered so far is active in third phase as well. So there will be patches, vomit, adds coming at you, protective barrier and so on. The thing that changes here is that boss is almost half the third phase in protective barrier, meaning you can't damage him. After that protective barrier goes down, he will do that melee attack, same as in second phase, but what is more important here is the vomit that comes all the time after protective barrier and melee attack, meaning you need to get your arse behind a structure in order to survive. Vomit is much more dangerous this time because it sprays in all directions. In first and second phase, vomit was going slowly from one side to another. This time it goes instantly across whole area. Remember, it's always the same pattern. Protective barrier goes down, boss does melee attack, and then comes the vomit. So get ahead of it and park your arse behind the structure in order to survive. Be patient during the third phase, because this is more like an endurance phase. Boss cannot be hurt with continuous insane damage because of that protective barrier that goes up quite frequently. So you're gonna have to balance out killing adds and attacking the boss at the same time. As long as you can keep that vomit in check, everything else will come together. Thank you for watching this video and see you soon.